Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. As always, a great way to support the channel is by leaving a like, by leaving a comment, by leaving 2 comments, by telling me what your favorite word is. It can be in any language. I don't care what word it is. Just tell me what it is, because I've noticed some really interesting answers when I ask my friends. My favorite word, one of them, is triskaidekaphobia. I think it sounds really cool. Or by subscribing if you have not already done so. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. At the moment, the cryptocurrency market is in green. Over the last night, a couple of hours ago, there was a dip in the cryptocurrency market. Not really sure exactly what caused the drop in prices, but it was like a 2% drop. You could see Bitcoin really hitting high. There was news before this that Bitcoin had hit 64,000. I think it looked like it was on its way to 65,000, and then there was like a very heavy dip, which we have seen before is usually induced by very gigantic whales who are trying to move the price down so that they can buy more on another cryptocurrency exchange, or so the legend goes. About an hour or two ago, prices began to move back up, and Bitcoin is back above 63,000, as are the other coins aren't above 63,000, but they're also all moving up in sync. It says Bitcoin, go away. Bitcoin and Ethereum show signs of fresh increase. Surprise! Crypto strategist unveils massive price target for Bitcoin by December, says Bitcoin following 2017 bull cycle. Yup. I figured as much because this entire year has been a mimic of 2017. There's a lot of discussion right now as to when or how long this bull market is going to last. If we are mimicking 2017, this is not financial advice. It is simply I am telling you what happened in the past. It looks like this would go on until the beginning-esque of January. There are a lot of people predicting December, and I'm sure you've also seen people saying that it would be February. And I guess I don't even think they're bulls at this point. I think it's another word for it. Think that any dip that we would have in the market would be absolutely minimal, and then eventually we'd start moving back up even by next summer. I think that's a lot. I think, basically price targets at this point are 100,000, 125,000, and 150K as like the more conservative things. But I mean, I don't want to rush time, but I'm very what's the word? I'm excited for around February, so we will have known at that point exactly how high prices have gone. It says technical analysis, Ethereum gains momentum, why bulls could aim for more upsides. It's because I think everybody knows that prices are probably going to go a lot higher. Ethereum's price and Bitcoin's price and many other coins have been held down for months, and now it's finally time for them to move up. Not to also forget that Ethereum is constantly burning coins every single second, and the accumulation is still there. The most popular news story of the day, at least price-wise, it says Shiba Inu network activity soars as SHIB bulls hunt higher support ahead of rally past 0.0005 cents. Shiba Inu once again is dominating the price news. A lot of it has to do with the fact that Elon Musk has been tweeting his support for Shiba Inus, but in the form of Dogecoin. However, despite all that, Shiba Inu continues to move up. I only have 2 tabs here. I thought once again 6 would be a little bit too much. It says Shiba Inu trading volume briefly surpasses that of Ethereum. People really love Shiba Inu coin. I can't stress that enough. There's also the speculation of it potentially being on Robinhood, and there's also something else going on. So yeah, and then on top of that as well, to squeeze into the price news, it says back again. Third largest Bitcoin whale has purchased $37 million worth of Bitcoin after staying on the sidelines for a few weeks. The third largest Bitcoin whale has purchased another sizable chunk of Bitcoin. This has been happening for months. This is part of the argument that I had in the summertime when I was like, we probably should not be going down in price because whales and companies, who are also whales, continue to buy tons of Bitcoin every single day. Once again, all the Bitcoin that's being mined per day is being accumulated by just 3 companies. I don't know where the news story is. You can go find it. It was definitely one of my other videos. We went over that like 4 times because it kept on like popping in the news. It was PayPal, MicroStrategy, and some other company. I don't remember the third one. It doesn't really matter. So anyway, yeah, not surprising. $37 million. So the third largest Bitcoin wallet, $37 million is probably pennies to them. Let's be completely honest, because Bitcoin has $1 trillion market cap at this point. So yeah, prices aren't green. Everyone's expecting prices to go higher. Still the start of the week, already off to a very good start. Yesterday was the beginning of the 3rd Bitcoin futures ETF. I forgot the name of the company who launched it, but I'm pretty sure by the end of this week, we will have a 4th one. If not news that by next week, we will have 6 of them. Just seems absolutely logical. Yeah, that's all the price news. And without further ado, let us moving on. In one of the most popular news stories of the day, people are flipping out over this. I assume maybe as people wake up, we're going to hear more excitement about this because everyone I know is going to lose their minds over this. The world's leading electric car manufacturer, Tesla, has hinted, wink, that it may resume accepting Bitcoin and crypto payments for its vehicles. According to its quarterly 3rd report filing with the US SEC, Tesla could, wink, restart accepting cryptocurrency payments once again. It stated that during the 9 months that ended the 30th of September, the company purchased an aggregate of $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. Up until the end of March, it accepted Bitcoin as a payment for sales of certain products in specified regions, but suspended the practice in May 2021. The reasoning back then was they said that Bitcoin was using far too much electricity, far too much energy. Bitcoin was not green enough. And remember, April, May, and June, what were all the cryptocurrency news stories? Ripple's incredibly green. Ripple's partnering with this green company. Ethereum is using less electricity. Ethereum now has Polygon, and Polygon is doing so-and-so, and this other blockchain is doing this, and they're merging. Ethereum is merging with Cardano, and this is happening, and all the crypto miners who were in China and other places have moved to these other places where they have solar energy and water energy and wind energy. Bitcoin's a lot greener. We had the metric from MicroStrategy and the other company. They had an entire like 26-page, almost said ETF, PNG? What? PDF. Jeez Louise. Where basically they graphs upon graphs upon graphs showing that 49% of Bitcoin mining is now green, and they expect by the end of the year to have 57%, and by the next 15 years, Bitcoin's going to be completely green. And I was like, wow, that, you guys could have all done that in like 2014. Like, what is the rush and the fervor to do it right now? So I assume behind the scenes, they want to make sure, this is my opinion, I assume a lot of this has to do with the fact that these companies, not that they necessarily believe that things should be greener. They know that that's kind of the mantra for things right now. So they're trying to be young, cool, and hip by saying that they want to do that. And the way to do that, because they know that Bitcoin's going to be around for a very long time, you have to also state from the get-go, well, Bitcoin's also green. We're going to make sure that it's greener than the greenest of greens. And other people start to accept it and yada, yada, yada. You know how the whole story goes. So now apparently Bitcoin is green enough, wink, and Tesla's thinking about accepting payments once again. They said, we may, in the future, restart the practice of transacting in cryptocurrencies, digital assets, for our products and services. The filing reported that the fair market value of Tesla's digital assets holding is around $1.83 billion, and it says Tesla has made $1.3 billion from Bitcoin. Fantastic for them. Here's Tesla's actual filing with the US SEC. It is 66 pages long. I am not scrolling through this entire thing. It is more to show you that it is a thing. Wait, there's numbers, and it says Tesla, there's more numbers, and even more numbers, numbers. I guess the whole thing is just going to be tons of numbers for the SEC. Anyway, so yeah, everyone's very excited about this, and I guess even more so the time frame, since all these news stories have been coming out, that was actually the pop back up in price. What great timing, Muskie. So yeah, I give it by the end of, no, the middle of next month, we're going to have rumblings. He's going to tweet. I can feel it. He's going to tweet the photo of a Bitcoin, or his Shiba Inu is going to be like holding a Frisbee that has the Bitcoin symbol on it. It's going to be something really cheesy. Everyone's going to lose their minds. Bitcoin's price is going to go back up further. And then we're going to have actual news from Elon Musk that they're going to be accepting. This is all speculation, by the way. I'm just trying to psychic it. And then Bitcoin's price will go up even further because he finally announces it. And then I swear to goodness, if Elon Musk is the reason why we hit a $100,000 Bitcoin, I just have to leave the market because it's like, oh, I'd be so angry. Anyway, that's one of the most popular news stories of the day. We all know it's going to happen. Like, it's just a matter of time. It's not an actual, like, question mark in the air. Alrighty, let's move on. In the second most popular news story of the day that actually had a lot more websites talking about it, Mastercard has partnered with Bakkt, that is Bakkt, to offer Mastercard's network of merchants, banks, and fintech companies the ability to buy, sell, and hold cryptocurrency. Oh my gosh, can't believe it. Wow, this is such a shock. Payments network giant Mastercard has partnered with Bakkt to offer a whole bunch of different companies the ability to buy, sell, and hold crypto. Mastercard is calling this new offering Crypto as a Service and has decided to offer digital assets to its network of users to give them more variety when it comes to money and payments. So one, that's nonsense. Two, it's because Visa has, they dove headfirst into a 90-foot pool and they are succeeding and thriving quite wellly. You know what I'm saying. They got into crypto about 2 or so years ago. Visa, they've been doing extremely well. They dove into the NFT space before people were really really talking about it. They made tons of money off of this and off of that. They're accepting cryptocurrency payments. I think there was news about them trying to get into mining. It's all these kind of things. What ends up happening is the one, and I said this about 1.5 years or 2 years ago. The way that all this works is some of these companies are more conservative than others. So what they'll do is they'll wait for a competitor or someone else to kind of dive in first to see exactly how they do. And then they go, oh my gosh, they're making way too much money. We have to do the exact same thing. This is why all these companies years ago, when Coinbase was like doing kind of okay, this is even before Binance came out, no one wanted to run a cryptocurrency exchange. No big companies gave any type of backing to any cryptocurrency exchange because it was seen as kind of like a very fringe thing. This was during the same exact time when all the banks were simply saying blockchain, not Bitcoin, which is absolute nonsense because they knew exactly what they were doing behind the scenes. So basically, the long and short of it is Visa has been doing incredibly well. MasterCard probably has not. Remember all the partnerships? Nearly every major cryptocurrency exchange has a partnership with Visa to issue a Visa card for you to be able to go and buy stuff. You know who doesn't? Mastercard. So Mastercard is now trying to get into this as well. The way that they're going to be doing it is through the New York Stock Exchange, which is Bakkt. I do not think that this will be as successful. I think they waited a little bit too long. I think tons of people and all the major cryptocurrency exchanges that we have now are probably going to be it for the foreseeable next 5-year future. I don't assume we're going to have any new heavyweights entering the space, especially not with decentralized spaces who are, they can't issue their own cards, what have you. So yeah, the news is that MasterCard has officially partnered with Bakkt. They're going to allow people to buy, sell, hold, and trade cryptocurrencies because they have no choice. This is not being done so that you have more variety when you want to spend. Do I want to spend Dogecoin or $1? You know what, MasterCard? Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to decide what I should pay with. No. This is being done because they're a company and they realize that they're falling behind. Remember the conversation that we had when PayPal, out of left field, was like, we're getting into crypto. You can buy, sell, hold, trade, and do all these other things, cryptocurrency exchange, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, it's logical that they were going to get into the space. But the timing of it was very interesting because they jumped into it head first, and now there was news yesterday. I didn't have it in the video. I think they just hit like a brand new record of trading volume or something like that as Bitcoin has been going back in price. You get in early and you make the good money. The thing is that when you get in early enough, nobody really wants to go Mastercard. And to be completely honest, I don't know anybody who has a Mastercard. I think everyone I know who has a card, it's a Visa. I mean, I don't live all around the world, so I can't really tell you what everybody else's card is. But anyway, the news is, super popular, super mega popular news. Mastercard to enable merchants on this network to offer crypto products and services. They don't have a choice. Why do you think all these banks are getting into the cryptocurrency space? They're not simply going, I think we should be ethical. Should we help people? I mean, should we offer them crypto? I mean, crypto is a way out of inflation. They don't care. It's about them trying to make money. Mastercard has light bulbed and realized that crypto is going to make them hundreds of millions of billions of dollars over the next couple of years. So they want in. That's all it is. It has never anything to do with your convenience or making sure that it's easier for you to be able to go and buy things. It's always about the company. Not that I'm downplaying what's happening. Mastercard is still gigantimous. It's just more of a, this news was being thrown around as like, well, this is it. We have officially made it. Mastercard's in the game as well. No, they've been looking on the sidelines for a little bit too long. And now they're finally here. Mastercard to integrate crypto payments for customers. And Mastercard dives into crypto with Bakkt. They don't have a choice. Bitcoin alone suffices in that we are able to, remember the old days in the long ago where people had like cards and they would swipe them or tap them or whatever them with their card. Everything that those cards did, or the centralized companies of Visa and MasterCard and PayPal and blah, 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 blah. Bitcoin does all of that. You can download a Bitcoin wallet for free right now, get some Bitcoin, and we can transact back and forth on the blockchain. No need for it to go through MasterCard to verify that our transactions have happened because we have 30,000 nodes around the world that can do the exact same thing. Especially with Lightning Network, you don't actually have to then pay MasterCard a fee to use your card. I mean, the Lightning Network fee is going to be 0.0 is 1 Satoshi. 1 Satoshi, which is like the equivalent of dust right now. So they're getting into it because they realize that they need to tell people that they need to be the gatekeeper, because that's the only way to keep your money safe, right? You can't do it yourself. It has to be through us. I assume that a lot of these companies in the coming years will completely disappear. I'm not predicting the fall of MasterCard so much as like people will realize that they can simply do everything by themselves. That'll take some time, but alas. Yeah. Second most popular news story of the day, Mastercard is partnering with Bakkt. I assume we will hear, I give it a month, of Bakkt releasing new cryptocurrency cards that you can make payments with through their cryptocurrency exchange, because I think Bakkt is also a cryptocurrency exchange. And guess what kind of card they're going to be? Probably Mastercards. And yeah, let's move on. Also in the news, kind of, the Korea Teacher Credit Union, a fund that manages over $40 billion in assets, is mulling, wink, the idea of investing in Bitcoin next year, according to a report published by the Korea Economic Daily, which adds the union won't buy Bitcoin directly, but will instead use investment products such as Bitcoin exchange-traded funds. These companies are going to be really upset. So anyway, stop it. Backwards. I like the idea of any type of I don't care if it's a union fund, I don't care if it's a mutual fund, I don't care if it's a retirement fund, pension fund. I love all of them when they start investing in cryptocurrencies, because it means that they see the long-term prospects of where all of these things are going to be going. They understand that when it comes to retiring, the long term is kind of there, and they see the prospect for Bitcoin, et cetera, et cetera. The really weird part is that so many of these are going to be, a lot of them are doing physical, a lot of them are going to be investing in exchange-traded funds or other bonds that are going to be based off of Bitcoin or something else like that. There's going to come a point where they realize that they don't hold the actual physical Bitcoin, and it's going to drive them insane, because when people try to cash out or the fund tries to simply swap into Bitcoin, they're going to be getting a lot less of it because they're going to be receiving the actual paper money, which is going to be inflated into infinity. So I like the news because, I like these institutions or funds realizing the prospectus for crypto, but hopefully they also get it that they should be buying it physically and simply having just custody it with another company if they can't do it themselves, because you should want to own your own money. And to finish things off, the Stellar development team has announced that it will facilitate a new remittance channel between Europe and Africa using the USD coin stablecoin. Okay, on the 25th of October, the SDF announced that global payments technology company Flutterwave will use the USD coin stablecoin on the Stellar network to simplify remittances between Africa and Europe. Flutterwave will work alongside Stellar's principal EU payment partner, Paris-based money transfer operator Tempo Payments. So, this was slightly popular. I saw like maybe once or twice, somewhere around there. It looks like Stellar is noticing that very few people are. This also ties slowly into Ripple as well. I think a lot of these companies are realizing, Stellar mainly, as Stellar and Ripple wanted to be banking companies, that banks aren't going to be using their coins no time soon. But stable coins are probably here to stay, at least for the foreseeable future. And therefore, if you can't get banks or companies or institutions to use your coin, regardless of how quick it might be, Lumens and XRP, when transferred, you're able to swap them immediately into your local currency, but apparently that's a bit too much for companies. So using stable coins on top of these protocols or these blockchains still uses the actual blockchain back and forth, and I guess is kind of, you know, the middle ground, if you will. Because once again, Ripple's doing the exact same thing. I think Ripple has realistically realized very few banks, because banks are trying to create their own cryptocurrencies, very few banks are going to be using XRP. However, if you have NFTs and smart contracts and ICOs and STOs on top of your blockchain and all these other fancy new words, well, therefore, especially, you know, having stable coins run on top of them as well, it's kind of once again, a win-win for everyone. So, cool. Stellar's never really in the news that much anymore. Same with many other legacy coins. I think the new coins kind of get all the hype, at least for a while. But this is good for them. I hope it works out for them. I'm sure they'll do just fine. But I think, once again, a lot of the older banking coins have come to the conclusion that, you know. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters, Professor Wally from Gunbot University, and let's move on. Chris, Hakeem Williams, Empire Queen, Stake It With Valor, Fudd, Wiser, Mortified, Roman Gaba, Bitcoin Ben, Arachno Dave, Tony Ambroski, The Dealer's Den, Red Plum Tomato, Umnu, Wish Nikki, The Letter M, Stephen Dirks, Not Brain, Captain Something in the Z-Way Late, Crypto Black Sheep, AJ Cut 5, Speedy655, and Carlos Was Like, Mobarazi, Joe Shaw Show, VB Nerd 21, Miguel Grollet, Lauren De Silva, Quarter Bitty, Bare Bones, Mining, Troy, all good. Space Case, Need a Miracle, Paternoster, Conan Don't Skip Leg Day, Snacky Chan, Tolik Banana, Auspicious Agile, and Blockchain Navarro Williams, David James, Attila the Han, Yasha Harari, Utopia 569, Moonman High, XRP. I was like, what? Martin Stoyo, Nostromo, John Sarson, The Animal Reader, Bibliophobia, Todd, Mullis, Adam Graysick, Mohammed Maroni, Massive Ventures in Thailand, Jairus Tyler, Wise Night Owl, 242 to the World, Bankroll Network, Crypto Artist, Cold D3D, Damien Setsuna, Rich Richard III, Vlad the Impaler, Paxis, Nick Mangialavori, Jim Gardner, Jeremy Fox, Minting Coins, Miller, Hitch Test, Everyday and Kyle Skips, Leg Day, Yes to Crypto, Bodie McBoatface, Anytime Fitness, Mouse Corner Staff, Bake Me a Cake, Tigger and Macho Nisa, On Crypto with Lana, Crayola, Michelle, URL, and Bolero Bastos. Thank you all very, very much for your continued support. Thank you to everyone who is a member of the channel. Thank you for all the support on my NFT collection. A lot of sales happening all the time. I'm trying to bow and thank thee, but I can't hit the microphone. Thank you to everyone who left a comment, a like, who told me what your favorite word is. If you are still here watching, type in the word of internet computer. That's a good one. If you're still here watching, I love that it's called internet computer. Like, imagine sitting in the room with the people and be like, Cosma? No. Ekapola. Ekapola is a cool name for a coin. What about internet computer? Do it. Name it right now. Hit enter. No one else has it. Should we buy the website? It's called internet computer. If you're still here, type in internet computer to let me know that you're still there, because it's called internet computer. Add the memento Bitcoin. Oh, that's weird. It's up by 0 and is down by 0. Well, that's going to do it for this video. No, I'm joking. So yeah, Bitcoin, this is the dip that we had a couple of hours ago, and this is the movement back up. When I started the video, Bitcoin was at $63,000. It is currently at 62,839. Ethereum is up by 2%. It is at $4,200. My goshness. XRP is up by 2.5 percentile points. Uniswap is up by 5. I wanted to say Shiba Inu, and then I almost said Sheena Easton. That's an actress, right? She's on a TV show. I'm not going crazy. Shiba Inu is up by 8%. No surprise there. It's Shiba Inu. They're getting all the hype at the moment. Avalanche is up by 7%. Algorand is up by 8%. VeChain Thor is up by 5%. Matic Polygon is up by 9 percentile points. Phantom is up by 16. Wow, good for them. Internet Computer is up by 9.7% as well. Near is up by 16.9. That's crazy. Bitcoin should be up by 16.9. I don't understand. I'm just not getting it. I'm not understanding. Crypto Coin is up by 6.9% as well. Aave is up by 7%. Okay. Something called Harmony is up by 18.9%. Quant is up by 4%. IOTA is up by 3%. Bless their hearts. They're still hanging in there. I do hope that you all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, a great nap time, a great sleep, a great wake up. Wherever you are, wherever you might be, I do hope that it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.